You've been given your instructions in the dressing room. Protect yourself at all times. Follow my instructions. We will have a clean fight. Touch gloves, let's make it official.
They touch him up, and we are underway.
Ready. You ready to fight?
All right, let's get this one started here. Round one is underway. And we've got a striker who is a force to be reckoned with. Tonight, though, he draws a guy who can do a little bit of everything.
And that guy is usually the one that will have the advantage. But we know what a high-level striker is. And this guy is as high-level as we've ever seen in the UFC.
And he connects there with a punch, so pretty good striking display by him thus far.
He throws everything so straight and so accurate.
Well, he keeps going back to the well with that left hand, just out of range. Man, is he timing his shots well here tonight, DC. It's hard to recall him being this accurate in the past.
I mean, he is so sharp. And not only is he accurate, he's also keeping very busy.
Couple of chins here being tested early. Oh, collar tie.
Big punch lands over the top. How's he gonna follow this one? Another clinch position.
Oh, how good is he? City gets the double leg takedown. Nice job there disguising his entry. All right, half guard now. Not a fighter you want in half guard against you. For the bottom fighter, what does he need to do? Remaining active here in his pursuit of the submission. Another attempt here.
Oh, he's got a choke.
Nicely done. Strong bottom work here, staying busy. All right, so inside the open guard of his opponent. You got to be careful playing around for too long here on the ground with this guy. Oh, nice job to reverse position on the ground.
It was bad, but now it's not so bad. What a fantastic sweep.
Working off of his back here. Looks like he may try to hip escape. All right, inside his opponent's guard here, DC. You don't want to play around here too long.
No, you got to either have two hands in or two hands out, or guys start to attack triangles. Now he's okay. Now he can escape.
The Korean Zombie gets up. He is back on the feet here.
If your opponent has you in the clinch, pulling down on your head, landing punch after punch, you have got to clear that collar tie, reach back inside, and try to find space.
So 31 total strikes and counting have now landed for Brian T. City Ortega. Oh, that's a beautiful left hand counter.
Big kick lands.
Doubles up on the jab. All right, again, he shoots for a takedown here and unable to get it. So the takedown defense reigns supreme yet again.
The takedown defense is holding up, John. He's doing a great job of keeping his feet going backwards, sprawling.
Oh!
What a fantastic strike to throw at the exact right moment. He deserves this moment. Go finish his fight.
Big shots being landed on both sides here. All right, good job by him there to raise the guard and protect his head.
He's doing a good job of keeping the guard high, blocking his head, making sure he's not taking those damaging strikes up top. Left hand punch from the clinch.
Oh, lands a stiff punch there. Nice connection.
Oh, nice land.
All right, he closes the distance, gets the single collar tie. Muay Thai plump. Oh, stuffs the takedown without issue. All right, some really grueling work here in the clinch. Both fighters able to work it into the takedown. The Korean Zombie's lower jaw does not look good. I don't think it's broken, but starting to show some obvious signs of swelling. Now trying to hip escape.
He's just trying to move out of this position off the bottom. The Kimura is not the arm. It's the shoulder pressure that usually makes you tap.
And he's out. And he landed the right hand there. Rubber guard now, DC, some submissions at his disposal if he so chooses.
Yeah, he does have a couple submissions. They're very rare submissions. Go-go plata, omoplata. But if the guy has any understanding of submission defense. He knows how to stay safe in this position. So there are advantages to being here, but the danger isn't so vast that you should panic.
Yeah, we've only seen a handful of omoplatas in UFC history. Well, there are few things more fun to watch in mixed martial arts than these type of transitions and scrambles on the ground.
High-level grappling can really be entertaining.
All right, that horn marks the end of the round. There was a lot to like really on both sides, but particularly that Superman punch, an absolute thing of beauty.
Beautiful attack. Her ability to let loose in the octagon is truly a sight to behold. Not many people are willing to try something so risky.
Well, round one, a tough act to follow. Now we get to our second round. Brian Ortega and the Korean zombie, Chan Sung-jung. Oh, huge block!
Big, powerful punch lands. Now he gets back to range.
Mixes it up nicely in terms of staying heavy and also staying active. Ooh. Both guys landing with conviction now. Oh, straight right.
That one was thrown to end the fight.
Yep. Oh, he lands another strike to the body, really starting to connect on a lot of shots to the mid. Oh, and he hip tosses him to the mat. Now we'll see what he can do from here, DC.
Right into side control. He's going to try to control him, then find a submission.
65 total strikes have landed for Brian Ortega. And landing at a 54% clip tonight against the Korean zombie, Chan Sung-jung. Stuffs the takedown there. How good is his takedown defense? Good series of strikes for him there, staying busy and staying accurate.
I mean, the accuracy is unbelievable. Good punch.
Now he gets a more dominant position with the underhook.
He is going to start to drive knees over and over. You got to be careful here. You got to move.
T-City going for the takedown, nothing doing there. And they separate. Beautiful straight counter.
Beautiful kick. Right hand punch from the clinch.
Oh! Big shots exchanged in the pocket there. Slips the punch. Lands a big elbow there.
An uppercut landed.
Stuffs that takedown attempt without issue. The Korean zombies got the tie clinch now. And they separate. Well, he has really picked up the pace here in round two. Much more aggressive than we saw in round one, and now starting to find himself in the pocket.
He's very tricky when he throws that body kick.
Takedown defense holds up. Single collar tie now.
Ooh, head kick lands. He's
And
hurt.
both guys really throwing with authority. He missed with that jab attempt there.
Good stick.
Just over 2 minutes to go. He's looking for that left hand. Not there. Stuffs the takedown, no problem. And they separate. Whoa! Man.
Who's hurt? Serve him up. Go get him.
All right, he's very comfortable fighting off his back, DC. Now looks like he's trying to hip escape.
Yeah, he's trying to hip escape or maybe look for a Kimura here.
Lands a strike now from the bottom. Nice work there by the Korean zombie. Well, anytime you are in a ground fighting situation with this fighter, you're potentially playing with fire. All right, DC, half guard position here. You've done a lot of good work in this spot in your career.
Oh, man, I love this position. And you see this fighter today loves it, too. It is the most secure position in fighting. You get an underhook on one side, you keep the half guard on the other, and then you just go to work. It's the safest position, especially for a wrestler. Nice right hand.
Oh, how about the speed on that reversal there? I mean, I know you can get out of some bad spots, but not with that type of speed.
You cannot allow him to get leverage on the bottom. What a sweep.
All right, well, he continues to manhandle him here on the ground. Now maybe trying to get to a choke position here, DC. All right, side control now. Ortega's has got full mount now. Oh, now trying to isolate an arm, DC.
He needs to move his hips back to cover. He cannot allow him on that angle. Attacking armbar. You got to recognize that when a guy starts to put his feet on your hips, you got to move him off, and you got to cover. You can't be off his angle.
All right, so you got to be careful playing on the ground with this guy. You don't want to mess around for too long. Round 3 next. All right, let's look back at some of the action in that round, DC. What a high-level display of offensive wrestling.
I mean, this is a joy for me to watch. I enjoy watching a guy maintain this level of wrestling for as long as he has done this. He is constantly in his opponent's face. He's constantly taking him down. Getting taken down and getting up is exhausting. Let's see how tired his opponent is at the start of the next round.
Ready to fight? Ready.
3rd round underway. So he's really starting to put together some significant body shots here. These are going to take their toll as this fight goes on. Leg kick checked nicely by Chan Sung Jung.
Straight punch lands.
Oh, and he got tagged by that combination. His coach said on Thursday to us, it has to be punches and bunches. It has to be volume, and his student has certainly followed up on that imperative.
So much volume, but the accuracy of this fighter is truly unbelievable.
Continues to mix it up, going to the head, mixing in some body shots. All right, he engages in the single collar tie. The Korean Zombie's lower jaw is extremely swollen now.
Yes, they hurt him in the last round. Same exact one. One of the most important strikes from the clinch is this big body shot.
Well, how about these numbers, DC? 134 total strikes and counting have now landed for Brian T. City Ortega. And DC pretty accurate as well, landing at a 54% connection.
Oh! He needs to start looking to finish now because he's got his opponent hurt very bad.
Punches blocked. And a nice job at least staying upright on that.
When you're in a clinch, you can pull down on the head and land these beautiful punches to the head. He has a commitment to kicking tonight, and it shows.
Man, he's timing his shots nicely. It's like Tom Brady out there. He hasn't missed the target.
I mean,
Double leg takedown attempt here, and that is a good attempt as he gets the fight back to the mat.
it's ideal. His ideal situation just happened. He got in on the shot, didn't have to put too much effort to finish. Great job.
Posturing up now.
And now the damage is about to start.
Oh, the ground and pound strikes continue to rain down. The opponent better move out of harm's way or the referee's going to stop this.
He better start to move, and when his opponent starts to posture, he needs to put his feet on the hip, push him away to try to escape this very, very dangerous position. Watch guillotine.
Nicely done. And Jung's tough as it gets, but how about the size of that bruise starting to form on his right side? All right, working inside the now open guard of his opponent. Uh-oh.
Throwing up a triangle. The guy on his back is very good at submissions, and if he's not careful here, he's going to get stuck, and he will have to submit. Now the guy's got armbar. He's attacking it on it. Got to be careful, armbar.
Continuing to try to manipulate the head here. And he's out. Oh, nice work from the bottom. Tags him with the punch. Well, yes, here, just beautiful movement, seamless transitions on the ground.
Over and over, these guys are doing things that you see in every jiu-jitsu gym around the country.
Keeping busy here off of his back. Nice offense from the bottom. A lot of top pressure being applied here as he works out of side control. Well, you know, I don't like the gi very much, but I have an appreciation and a healthy one for these type of transitions.
You can tell he's been in a gi at some point in his life with the way that he moves so freely.
I'm skipping jiu-jitsu next week, too. All right, so pretty good damage here with the ground and pound. Nothing superficial about the Ortega's going for a choke here. Then he's out. I mean, how many can he take? Pretty good work with the ground and pound here by T-City, Brian Ortega.
He's putting him in exactly the positions he needs to be in right now. He's able to relax here, and he understands, being a veteran of so many fights, that as long as he's on top, he's winning. He feels like he's winning here. He's got his chin in, but now it's starting to slip under the neck.
Nicely done. All right, a lot of tremendous striking action in that last round, DC. I know you don't have a telestrator, but take us through the replay.
I mean, I would love to have my telestrator right now. That was a great display of high-level mixed martial arts striking. Both combatants stood toe-to-toe and let it all hang out.
Ready, fight. Ready.
Fourth round, fight scheduled for 5 5-minute rounds.
Nice looping punch.
All right, so a good job by him here. He continues to block these shots. Seems to see them coming a mile away.
He sees them coming a mile away and he blocked.
Oh, powerful double leg takedown. Nice entry on that attempt. Man, isn't it fun to watch this dude work on the mat?
He's unbelievable how fluid he is in his motions on the mat.
Oh, wow, that happened quickly as the fighter reverses position there on the ground.
Unbelievable position change. Wow, what a transition.
Well, he's more than content to work off of his back, DC, where he has been a magician in his UFC career.
Oh, man, that was slick.
Look at the torso on the right side. Major bruising, and it's only getting worse. Good movement by him here, transitioning very well on the ground tonight.
Step for step, he's staying with his opponent in every transition.
Ortega's got the full mount. All right, so he's got the body locked down here, DC, or so it appears. This is not a guy you want anywhere near your back. Outstanding ground and pound here. Somewhat of a lost art in MMA, at least in... Oh, looks like he's transitioned to an armbar.
You cannot stay in the guard of these great jiu-jitsu guys. He's attacking armbar now. You got to recognize that when a guy starts to put his feet on your hips, you got to move him off, and you got to cover. You can't be off to an angle. Now he falls back into the finishing position.
The sheer will is really remarkable to watch. Full guard now, DC.
For the top fighter, you got to be very careful because most submissions come from the full guard. So advance to half. Try to build posture. But if you're the bottom person, the moment your opponent tries to move to the next position, build a shield. Kick off the hips and get back to your feet.
I love watching this guy move on the ground. Another nice transition there.
Such a high-level grappler. You don't see that very often.
Well, the ground and pound has been on point tonight. Good work here by the Korean Zombie. All right, he continues to bully his opponent here, really manhandling him on the ground. The Korean Zombie gets back up, back into his comfort zone. Just over 2 minutes to go.
Now he's attacking the triangle.
Triangle looks pretty tight, DC. I'm no Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu black belt, but maybe not good here.
No, it looks like it's getting in deep. Oh!
And he's out. How good is that right hand? Oh, reversal here, DC. Oh, good entry there to take the fight to the grappling realm. Now we'll see what he can do from here, champ.
This is exactly where he wants to be. Look for him to try to use ground and pound to open up submission opportunities.
Well, you got to be working off of your back. He's certainly doing so here. Nice punch. Well, the Korean Zombie's trying to lock up on a submission now.
And attacking armbar.
Oh, he picks him up and slams him down.
Big explosive slam to lift him and slam him out of that armbar. Go right into side control. Now let's see what he does, right?
Sometimes when you do that, the choke or the submission can get tighter, but he was able to evade it there.
Yes.
All right, bottom fighter here, maybe looking to hip escape, DC. Well, pretty good work off of the bottom here by the Korean Zombie. Close guard. Oh, nice job working hard, posting, and getting back up.
He's out of the kicking range. He'll change his stance. Nice punch there.
Now he engages in a Muay Thai clinch. You better protect that head.
Great job securing the Muay Thai clinch. Watch for big knees to the body, and eventually him switch it up with a big knee to the head. Look at him whip his hip into that kick. Oh.
Back to the jab now.
And
no
what
good.
a round!
All right, that's the end of the round, and you see the cut on the cheek. That thing is getting downright nasty. It is getting worse here by the minute. And you got to wonder, to what extent does that impact him moving forward here in this fight? You at least have to ask the question. All right, so there is the horn. That means the round is over. We nearly had a finish due to a submission, but I think you got to give credit to both the offense and the defense there.
Yeah, you got to give credit to both guys. But nothing's more beautiful than an extended grappling exchange like we just witnessed. One guy almost submitted, one guy escaping. It's one of the most exciting things you can watch in all of mixed martial arts. Beautiful strike.
Oh, he lands the Superman punch. How about it? Throws the right hand there. Well, he has landed some good shots, DC, but really unable to string anything together in terms of solid combinations.
It's because he's not committing to it fully. He throws his jab. He may float a right hand out there, but he's not really sitting down on the right hand. He really doesn't seem to have the intent on landing it. He's got to be confident that it's going to land, and he's got to really throw his whole entire body into those strikes.
Oh, spinning back fist. Wild swing there. Slips the punch nicely there. Oh, a little single collar tie there.
Fantastic takedown.
Ortega gets the single leg takedown. Oh, nice job to reverse position on the ground.
He jumps on a headlock. We call this in wrestling just a headlock. And if you're not careful, you can get stuck in an arm triangle.
Watch triangle, watch triangle.
And he's out. All right, great position for him here. He's got the full mount. See if he can get that ground and pound going.
Oh, he's got to get it going, but he can't rush. A lot of times, guys get in the full mount and they rush, they get nervous. They're like, oh my goodness, I'm winning. The reality is, you're winning, but it can change in a matter of seconds because then they can be gone. He's got to drop his hips, be really heavy at the opponent's base, and then just start to work. Make the opponent give his back so that he can try to get his chokes off or find great ground and pound, but very patient ground and pound from such a dominant position.
Oh, he's got the ground and pound going now. Oh, now trying to isolate an arm, DC.
He needs to move his hips back to cover. He cannot allow him on that angle. He's gonna attack armbar here.
Continuing to try to manipulate the head here. Nicely done. All right, well, both fighters pretty comfortable on the ground, DC, but you got to be very careful hanging out here for too long if you're his opponent. Working out of side control here. His opponent trying to control posture, but you got to be careful here. All right, he's in a half-guard position here, DC, and in a good spot to dole out a lot of damage, I would think.
A lot of damage can be done from the half guard. You sit back on that leg, you press down into your opponent, you drop elbows, you drop punches. What is very key is you controlling the underhook on the far side. If you give up that underhook, your opponent can use the half guard to build up to an elbow, sweep, or just chase down a single leg.
Nice hammer fist. 90 seconds and counting to go in the fight.
Now the guy's got armbar. He's attacking it on him. Attacking armbar. You got to recognize that when a guy starts to put his feet on your hips, you got to move him off, and you got to cover. You can't be off to an angle.
Brilliant submission defense there. Side control now, and certainly I would think more offensive options for the bottom fighter than in the half guard.
Absolutely more offensive options, because now you can just start to get away. You can just go to a wrestler stand-up. Get to your knees, post your hands, don't allow him to get his hooks in, right? Really be aware of the hooks. But get to your hands, stand up, fight the hands, break away and escape. But it's so much more free-flowing than a half guard in the side control, because all you need to do is just get the opponent's body up, because his legs are just free to move. His legs are not controlling anything. His legs are just free, so you have more freedom to use yours.
Ortega gets caught with that punch. His chin is held up thus far. Got to shore up the defense here, though. Oh!
He didn't like that left hand.
Oh! What a fight. All right, so a wild round and a wild sequence there on the ground, DC. Talk us through the highlight.
Yeah, man, you see two high-level grapplers going after it. One guy gets an advantage. The other guy always has a response. We thought it was over. A lesser opponent would have been submitted, but these two are two of the best grapplers in the entire UFC.
All right, so there's the end of the round. You know, few things more exciting in mixed martial arts than a submission, and he nearly had one there.
He almost had it. He had it locked in. He thought the fight was over, but his opponent was able to escape. But the next time, if he goes back to that position, maybe he gets the finish he wants so bad.
Ladies and gentlemen, after 5 rounds, we go to the judges' scorecards for a decision. All 3 judges score this contest 50-45. For the winner by unanimous decision, Ryan T-City Ortega!
Well, he did not get the finish that he certainly prioritized when we